KOMU8.
Now from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports.
Well, happy Derby Day in Missouri. After dropping the series opener against the 20th-ranked Georgia Bulldogs, the Missouri Tigers looked to bounce back last night. The Tigers have only dropped one conference series at Taylor Stadium this year. They needed to win yesterday's game in order to keep it that way. A strong season so far for Michael Plasmeyer. He took a 2.82 ERA to the hill for the Tigers, but it was the Bulldogs that got off to an early start. 2-1 for Georgia in the second inning as Cam Shepard hits a pop-up to the outfield that scores Michael Curry on the tag-up. Later that inning, Mason Meadows rocks one to the gap, scoring Adam Sasser. Meadows slides in safely for the double. Dogs up 2 after 2. Third inning, Georgia with 2 on again, and Michael Curry hits a dribbler back to Plasmeyer. Should be a routine play, but a bad throw to first causes an error, scoring Aaron Schunk. The Tigers would battle back, but ultimately Georgia would take the win 5-3. You couldn't draw a regular season series finale much more important than that for the Mizzou softball team. The top 5 ranked and SEC leading Florida Gators pay a visit to town with Mizzou's conference tournament chances on the line. Not a hot start for Mizzou as pitcher Maddie Norman gives up an RBI single to Florida batter Kylie Kvistad on a hit that goes right up the middle. 2 runners score on the play, and the Gators take the 2-0 lead in the top of the first. A long first inning for Norman as she would go on to throw 23 pitches before getting the final out on a unique strike him out, throw him out double play. You score that 1-2-6 if you're keeping score back home. Skip to the bottom of the 7th. The Tigers are trying to make a comeback down by 3. Kayla Kessinger at the dish. That ball is absolutely clobbered, making the score 4-2, trying to make it interesting, but that would be it for the Tigers. They lose 4-2. The championship series of the American Midwest Conference softball tournament was in full swing yesterday. Columbia College began a best-of-3 series against Central Baptist. A doubleheader between the foes yesterday, scoreless through 3 innings, but Central Baptist strikes first, grounder to short, and a close play at home, but Rachel Jones beats the tag. Mustangs take a 1-0 lead, but it wouldn't last long. Bottom of the 4th, Columbia's Carly Leeper goes opposite field with 2 outs. In from second comes Natalie Dummett with a nice slide home. Cougars even up the score at 1. Mustangs retook the lead in the 6th, but once again with 2 outs, Columbia delivers. Juliana Waldner with an infield hit that scores not 1, not 2, but 3 runs. The bases clearing hit, a big difference maker in the Game 1 comeback as Columbia tops Central Baptist 5-2. The nightcap gave Columbia a chance to win a championship. This one not nearly as close. Columbia comes out victorious 10-0. That makes it back-to-back AMC championships for the Cougars. After sweeping a midweek series with the White Sox, the Northsiders of Chicago paid a visit to St. Louis last night. The Cubs and Cardinals are both within the game of the National League Central lead. Beautiful sunset with the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. Bottom of the 1st, Marcell Ozuna with a line drive to left field. Matt Carpenter getting waved home, but don't blink because you might miss the throw from Kyle Schwarber. A strong effort from the former catcher turned outfielder as he nails Carpenter at home to keep the Birds off the board. Cards go scoreless in the 1st, but next inning, Tommy Pham flashes the power. Schwarber can only watch this one take flight. Pham launches it over the bullpen for his 5th home run. Now, the ball is actually caught by a Cubs fan out there. Did he keep it? Did he throw it back? Maybe give it to a Cardinals fan? I'm not sure. But I do know the Cubs found a little magic in the 9th inning, but Bud Norris keeps the win intact. The Cardinals win 3-2. Former St. Louis Cardinal Albert Pujols made baseball history in Seattle last night. The Los Angeles Angels playing the Mariners. 5th inning, Pujols flips it to right field for a single, a career hit number 3,000. He's the 32nd player to reach that plateau. He's also just the 4th player to have 3,000 hits and 600 home runs in a career. The others, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, and Alex Rodriguez in that elite group. The Kansas City Royals took on the Detroit Tigers at the K last night. They had visitors from both the Empire and Rebellion on Star Wars night. Ian Kennedy, is the force with him? Well, it seems so. At the start of the game, he strikes out Nicholas Castellanos to end the 1st. We jump to the 5th. Kennedy's still on the mound. This time, he strikes out Leonis Martin with a breaking ball. Strong inning. He gave up 2 singles, then proceeded to strike out the next 3 batters to keep the game tied at 0. Kennedy's strong start would be needed as the Royals edge Detroit 4-2. And finally, it's no secret Mizzou has been able to turn around some strong golfers. In fact, the most recent success story comes out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, it's round 2 of the PGA Tour Wells Fargo Championship, and former Mizzou golfer Peter Malonti is leading with a score of -7 through the first 2 rounds. Malonti spent 3 years at Mizzou, his last season being the 2007-2008 campaign. Here are some of the competition he is leading against: Tiger Woods, Jason Day, and Rory McIlroy, if any of those names ring a bell. 3rd round takes place today, and the championship is set for tomorrow. And that's it for sports. Jordan, back over to you.
All right, thank you. Coming up,